So, Dom may be a walking Philip H. Anselmo impression, but we're here to talk Gibberpish, aren't we, Dom?
Yes, we are. I've been stricken with some foul throat infection this week, but I'm persevering to bring you episode 20 of the Gibberpish podcast.
Yeah, I typed
episode
that in
fucking 20.
I named the files before we start recording so that if there's a save file of something there, even if it's nothing, and hitting episode 20 was kind of like, oh shit. How did we do that? So, I mean, yeah, last episode was not great. We acknowledged that, and I did put that in the first line of the text of the episode for the description was, look, I know, I'm sorry, probably won't happen again. I think I did some microphone testing before we started, or before you came up, and there's now nice little Sharpie pen markings all over the microphone saying, do not use this one, you dick.
Leave this one the hell alone.
Yeah, turns out there's a set of settings, one of which looks like two overlapping zeros, one of which is an infinity symbol. You only want one of those, the other one is garbage and results in the episode that we had last week.
Yeah, so, sounding like we were speaking through two, like, tins.
Yeah, the stereo setting has now been retired to the fucking bin, and episode 20 begins with basically the biggest geek news in the history of the universe, apparently, was Batman v Superman.
Absolutely. I fucking jizzed all over Batman's face, neck, and bat-adorned chest. I fucking loved this trailer. A lot of people were saying they didn't like it, that Doomsday looked like a giant Ninja Turtle. Batman's weird, gravelly voice modulator thing didn't work. Wonder Woman, what the fuck was she doing there? They basically revealed the entire movie in one trailer, but I'm just like, if the whole movie's going to be like this, fucking sign me up. I'm in 100%.
Right, two things. One, does Doomsday not look like a giant fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
Pretty much, yeah.
He does.
And more often than not, it looks like the Grey Hulk from Marvel Comics, and a Ninja Turtle had a baby. Then that baby couldn't stop producing spines and like bone spears out of his arms.
We're going to talk Hulk in a minute because I found something last night that's kind of funny. But he does look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with a bad case of spine acne, whatever the fuck I don't know. But the other thing was that it does feel like they have revealed a lot of the movie in the trailer, which kind of seems like the wrong idea because this is, I mean, what the fuck is Wonder Woman doing there? Wonder Woman's setting up the next series of movies. Deal with it.
Yeah. Wonder Woman is the intermediary between Batman and Superman. She kind of unites them to fight the big bad. But Doomsday is not the big bad. He is someone else that's going to lead up to the big bad.
Which is, please don't tell me it's Jesse Eisenberg.
I have no idea. That's why I don't want to know. But all I know is that Doomsday is not the big bad guy of Batman vs Superman. He is just someone to unite them. Then they're going to move on to the big bad. And given the fact that in the nightmare sequence, have you seen the teaser trailer that was up on Jimmy Kimmel when Superman comes and rips the mask off of Batman?
Yes, I did. A very quick 45-second. Yeah. Also, Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, did he not?
He's pulling some major favours to get like the Civil War trailer and the Batman vs Superman trailer. He's throwing some major green about the place to get those two.
But right now, he is arguably America's biggest talk show host, and whether or not you like those format of shows, Jimmy Kimmel does get a lot of shit for some of his kind of style of comedy where it's funny, and he says that's comedy, and some people argue that funny is not comedy. Comedy is confrontational in a different, like, it's confrontational, not just look at us do funny things. That's kind of like watching an intellectual comedy versus, say, 2.5 Men. 2.5 Men is something funny that you
on
laugh
a base
at.
level.
Yeah, it's base level funny compared to an intellectual humour. Intellectual humour is comedy.
Yeah, the way I see humour is comedy that makes you think.
Right.
Because if it's just a base level, you farted. Admittedly, that hits that primal part of your brain that thinks, farts are funny. But if you hear a joke that makes you think, then laugh, that's a good joke.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I've always thought about it.
So Jimmy Kimmel is pulling in all these things as arguably, I think he's quite easily arguable because everyone else is kind of bowed out. There's no Jay Leno, there's no David Letterman.
Yeah.
It's him versus right now, it'd probably say James Corden is going to be...
James Corden, he's doing pretty well. Trevor Noah, no, I wouldn't really count as a talk show.
It's not a talk show.
Yeah.
That's kind of comedy on the news. So yeah, I'd say that's a different type of show. It's close, very close.
Then you've got like Conan O'Brien as well.
Conan's still hanging around, but I think he, because of just different settings or different setbacks he's had in the last couple of years, isn't as mainstream popular.
Yeah.
Whereas I'd say right now it's Jimmy Kimmel's time to shine, and he's doing it very well and hosting these massive clips that are getting. Again, I think last time you were surprised by the number 12 million views.
Yeah, on the Civil War trailer alone, that was within like 6-7 hours. It got 12 million views. I was like, fucking hell.
And I'm pretty sure Batman v Superman's clocking in at the exact same rating.
Yeah, but going back to the teaser trailer, they released the teaser trailer where Batman is being held in some kind of underground bunker. Superman drops down a tunnel, basically menacingly walks up to Batman while all these soldiers are bowing down to him.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might want to point out that there's some soldiers guarding.
Yes, with Superman symbols on their shoulders, they are bowing down to Superman. Then he walks up to Batman and rips the cowl right off his face, reveals that he's Bruce Wayne. Then the teaser kind of cuts to black. If you go further into that kind of segment, it's actually a segment called The Nightmare. It's Wonder Woman has had a vision of this is what the future might be, which is why you see Batman snapping people's necks and stuff in that. It's just Batman has been pushed to the limit, he needs to take Superman down. Superman has now become super god.
Right.
And in that sequence, there's things called parademons, which are from the kind of minions of Darkseid. So I think Darkseid might feature in this in some way, if only in a kind of Thanos capacity where he appears at the end, cracks a smile or says, "We need to invade Earth."
Or then time for phase 2, and you're like, oh shit!
Yeah, he's basically there to set up the Justice League.
Yeah.
Because he's the big bad of the Justice League.
That's fine. I was watching that and thinking, I don't think Superman would have soldiers that under his banner. I think he's not willing to do that.
Yeah, that whole segment, people think, oh, that's what's going to happen in the movie. No, that is Wonder Woman. She's had a vision of what will happen if Batman loses.
Right.
If Batman loses and Superman becomes this all-powerful being that can rule the planet.
Because that was something else I noticed, was that, first of all, there's a lot of comparisons between superheroes and Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but Batman has two other people sitting on either side. A little bit like when Jesus was crucified.
Yeah.
There was two others, like a thief and some kind of like murder or something like that, standing or crucified next to him. Like, that's a little bit interesting because it's always Superman that gets the Jesus metaphor thrown at him.
Oh yeah, DC do not fuck about with the religious symbolism. I mean, there's even one comic, I think it was one of the new 52 Justice Leagues, where they chopped and changed the format a bit. They took out Aquaman, replaced him with Cyborg. They took out Green Arrow and replaced him with Shazam, Captain Marvel.
Right.
Well, DC's Captain Marvel. Marvel's Captain Marvel is a different thing. And in that, at the end of it, Wonder Woman compares each and every single one of them to someone in the Greek god pantheon. So they say Batman's Hades, Shazam is close enough to Zeus. Then she looks at Superman and goes, there's no god that can ever match you, and that kind of sets up the whole thing. But yeah, DC do not fuck about with the religious symbolism. Like, Batman is clearly, in some cases, the god of death, because he's cheated death so many damn times.
Well, I was looking at it from the point of view of, if that is like a kind of Jesus metaphor, that would make Superman as Satan. Obviously, he's just, or like as a kind of anti-Jesus, as a dark ruling god of Earth.
Yeah, if you think of it, he's meant to be the fallen angel. If you take it from that perspective, he's been on high, but then something's happened to kind of reduce him to dark, evil nastiness. That's
kind of interesting. I did like both trailers, although again, I am worried that they've went and thrown way too much of it. But if they are like going for a much bigger arc for maybe like a 2.5 hour movie, we may have only seen the first 2.5. Although what I don't like is that they've kind of shown their hand in that the Batman v Superman fight is not going to be to the death or to like a complete victory where like Batman's fucked or Superman's fucked. It's kind of, at some point these guys are going to put it down, settle their differences, and then fight something bigger, and then just kind of go, at the end of the movie, next time, and leave everyone just kind of with a bit of blue balls.
Yeah. Although the way I've seen it, there's the trailers have kind of depicted that there's going to be two fights between Batman and Superman.
Right.
One when he's got the armoured suit on, and he's ready to fucking beat the living shit out of Superman. The second one when he's out of the suit and he's just trying to use his gadgets. Like, he's trying to use the Batpod and use the Batmobile and just blow the living crap out of him. And that's the one where Wonder Woman intervenes. If they're doing it that way, that kind of makes it seem a bit petty. It's like, Batman, it's like, you beat me one time, I'm going to come back, I'm going to bring more fucking gadgets, I'm going to bring more guns, even though Batman never uses guns. Big gripe about the trailer, I'll get to in a minute. And I'm going to beat the living crap out of you, Superman. Then Wonder Woman steps in and goes, no, we'll fight him. See the giant grey monster thing with laser vision? He's coming to kill all of us.
Which is a fair point, let's give her that one.
Yeah.
Let's not have her petty, like, kind of dick measuring contest. Let's focus on the giant, evil Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle minus the shell.
Yeah, it's just destroyed a skyscraper by falling on it. Yeah, biggest gripe about that entire scene, Batman's holding a rifle. That better be like a grenade launcher that launches tear gas, or some kind of like stun grenade launcher like he has in Batman Arkham City, that just fires at little electric charges that stuns him or something, because if that is a rifle that fires live rounds, I will not be happy.
Well, to be fair, Batman has used guns right at the very beginning. Like the first three issues of comic books he was written for.
Yeah, he was running about with like
50s.
1911s just blowing people away.
Yeah, he had pistols and did not hesitate to use them, and then had a moment of crisis. So I think he shot someone by accident. Yeah. He shot a kid or something. But like, oh shit, I just kind of did what happened to me as a kid.
Yeah, then all of a sudden he's like, guns are the weapons of the enemy, and he's banning guns left, right, and centre, throwing them away,
And nunchucking people and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention.
no, early Batman's fucked up. Really fucked up. Like the multicoloured costume, so he could fight a criminal called Quiltman.
It was a comic written in the 50s.
Yeah, somebody was on peyote or LSD or something when they wrote that comic.
Someone had just found out what LSD was and decided this would be a great thing to fuel my inspirational fire.
Yeah, then they kind of made it darker and more grim, which is the best way to do Batman. Just make it like the character itself is kind of heavy with kind of dark themes and sadness. Because the whole point of Batman is sad event happened creates Batman. If you can't make it light, it's like, come on, Robin, let's beat these guys and go home for some hot chocolate. Aunt Harriet will make us some hot chocolate. No, that doesn't work. If Batman goes home and says, Robin, go home, and downs a fifth of whiskey, that's the better version of Batman to go for.
Yeah. I did some research for this because I saw the Batman v Superman trailer and they said, okay, a lot of that is clearly tied to Man of Steel.
Yeah.
So I went and watched Man of Steel this morning before we started the podcast. So I went and watched Man of Steel and quickly checked back in with the trailer and was like, oh yeah, that thing happened, and then like kind of linked into that one. And I'll be honest with you, you said go Team Batman, and I'm like, well, I feel like I need to jump on Team Superman then just to be a dick and make the podcast interesting.
You watch Man of Steel, you're squarely on Team Batman.
Yeah, I'm now on Team Batman because Superman has it fucking coming. I don't know if you noticed, but he ruined his city in the end of that movie.
A town and a city.
Yeah, that's my favourite fucking thing because we've now seen we saw a little bit of Superman, like his power, before the fight scene with the other Kryptonians in the small town, where there's the US Army Special Forces or whatever are flying in helicopters. There's a couple of tank buster airplanes just kicking around as well. Those all get fucked up because Kryptonians. And then you see civilians running for cover and locking doors, like wooden doors and screen mesh panels. And Superman's like, yeah, get into cover. Like, he knows those people are fucked.
Yeah, it's just, hide, please remain safe while I throw this tank at an enemy.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that happens in that movie that's just kind of like, how are we supposed to be on Team Superman at this point? I know we've clearly labelled ourselves as anti-Superman in this podcast, but at the same time, how is anyone supposed to sympathise with Superman? I know they tried to make that a good point of it with the kind of flashbacks to good old Kansas upbringing.
Yeah, man, Pa Kent raising... I mean, like, Pa Kent dies to keep Superman's identity a
secret, yeah.
You kind of think, right, that's going to fuck him up a bit down the line, or it's going to give him it's going to bolster his strength to make him think, no, I need to be a good person, I need to protect the little man, I need to protect everyone else, I have the power. No, fuck it. I will destroy these 4 guys, but in the process kill 4 million.
Yeah, like during that fight scene in the city, there's a lot of it goes on General Zod's hands because, you know, he fires a gravity weapon at the planet and it just keeps pounding and getting strength and just keeps firing back and forward to get stronger and stronger and level more of the city until it's just going to wipe the planet clean. But Superman is still responsible for a lot of deaths. Like, I don't think you see him accidentally knock someone or just like eviscerate someone with, you know, an accidental like reflection of a shot or something. But yeah, I'm sure Superman killed a lot of people for that scene. And though I will say a lot of people threw a bit of a bitch fit for him snapping General Zod's neck, saying Superman doesn't kill people. If you are going to kill someone in a movie and have it be a kind of controversy, that's a pretty much like that was a great piece of writing to just have him backed so far into the corner and have it so literal on the page. It's Krypton or human life. Pick one now, and he does.
Yeah, he kills Zod to save the planet because in the comics Zod always had a way out, whether it was going back into the Phantom Zone or it was retreating to some other planet. He always had a way out, but Superman destroys his ship, destroys like everything that could possibly get him out of the place. He needed to kill Zod to save the planet, otherwise Zod would just be left free to roam planet Earth and just destroy at will. So he made the right choice in killing him. A lot of people are saying he doesn't kill. I ask you to look up early Superman comics, he kills a lot of people. Like deflected bullets hitting passers-by, just even if you go further on to like big fights with like Darkseid and Doomsday, he kills a lot of people in that fight as well. Not purposefully, but he knocks Doomsday into a building full of, say, 100,000 people. He kills 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Like, he might not be solely responsible for it, but he still causes a lot of death.
And I gotta say that it's not a bad movie. I know I get a lot of shit, but it's a very beautiful movie. Very on the nose though, because I was watching the scene where General Zod just snaps. Everything has went against him. His only kind of little piece of victory is if he just kills Superman. So he just goes for it. Almost as like the first 30 seconds before the final fight. And they've had this theme you mentioned earlier where a Kryptonian is born or is created with a purpose within the greater Kryptonian kind of empire, planet, whatever. And they were very good at kind of leaving that in as like a kind of, maybe no one really has a choice in Krypton. And then they mention it later on with Russell Crowe's character, who, by the way, might be the biggest badass in that movie.
Yeah.
Him as an AI is just fucking brilliant.
See, even at the start of the film, when Zod's meant to be this invincible world leader, he's just kung fuing the shit out of him, like flipping him over. Like, this is without powers, because on Krypton they don't have any of their abilities.
Yeah.
They're just badasses with armors and guns and stuff. He's just beating the crap out of people.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool. He just kind of dispatches an entire, squad of the elite guards.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, it's kind of bullshit, but at the same time, I'm okay with it. I'm down with this. And then we get him as the AI intelligence who just knows everything that's going on in the ship, even though it's not his ship, because he's been uploaded to the mainframe, and just is kind of guiding one of the other characters through the scene and making it very interesting and very funny. And a kind of, oh yeah, you're a complete idiot, but you have kind of an immortal, all-knowing AI on your side. I wonder if that tips the scales in your favour. You get to watch a very funny scene of Russell Crowe just deadpanning his way through like a kind of kung fu movie almost. Very, very enjoyable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was watching that, and General Zod is probably, I'd say, one of the most understandable characters in the entire history of superhero movies, kind of as the villain.
Yeah, his purpose is just he wants to protect life. It's a bit heavy-handed the way he's doing it. He's trying to terraform Earth to make a suitable planet for Krypton, and thus kill all other life on the planet. But he just wants to survive. That's his whole main thing.
I don't want to say that I do that, but yeah, if you turn around and say, Colin, you're going to go on a planet full of chimps, and you're going to fight the chimps until all the chimps are dead so that humans can take the planet, I'd probably fight the chimps, I'll be honest.
You'd go and kill some monkeys.
Yeah, if I was told it was my people's last hope and that everything was just ready, all I had to do was fight a planet of chimps, I'd fight the chimps, I'm not going to lie.
You'd run in there with some bananas to distract them and a pair of knuckle dusters or something.
Nah, after Fallout I'm going with a machete.
Going with a machete.
Yeah, I've been using a lot of
If you're going with Fallout weapons, why not just take a fat man and level the entire planet?
Because I don't use fat men, I'll be honest with you. I actually got myself, we're going to just, I'm assuming we can just leave DC, say that we're really excited for...
Yeah, obviously, it's no secret that I'm going to fucking watch this film multiple times. When it does come out, you expect about a 45-minute review of me just waxing lyrical, gushing all over it.
Yeah, I give the Marvel movies the time of day when it comes to the cinema.
Yeah.
There's one of the few things I go and see, and now that the Hobbit films are wrapped up, they'll be one of the few things I go and see. But I figure I should at least give Batman v Superman the same kind of...
Yeah, even though I know you're not
chance.
a big Batman or Superman fan, I would ask you just to give it the time of day. Just even go and see it completely unbiased.
Real quick, where the fuck was Jason Momoa in that trailer?
No idea.
No, that's a weird one.
People are saying that Aquaman is going to be a bad guy in the film. People are going to say Aquaman is going to create the Justice League. People say Aquaman's just going to not appear in it. I have no fucking idea what's going to happen. Robin's meant to appear in it. The Joker is meant to appear in Batman vs Superman. We've heard nothing about that, so there's still a whole load of the film
that
that
could
we
be a
don't know about.
5-minute cameo.
I couldn't care less. As long as they're showing us the fact that that the Joker exists in something outside the Suicide Squad, I'm fine with that. I just want to see what happens to Robin, because you see in the trailer you see like, haha, this is your fault, Batman, on the Robin suit. I want to see what happened there.
Do you think they could go with a killing joke and then have it set up Batman v Superman? Like, that's part of his history of failure and why he gave up being Batman, but then he comes back to being Batman?
I think that's what they're going to do in Suicide Squad, although they're heavily hinting in Suicide Squad that the current Joker is the previous Robin. Because you see, he's got a Robin tattoo on his bicep, he's got... He's got 2 wings on his neck or something, and he's got an R somewhere. Like, it's clearly styled in the Robin R on his chest.
Right.
So they're hinting that Robin didn't die, he was brought back, and now he's the Joker, and he wants to kill you. Instead of having him be the Red Hood, like he was in like Arkham Knight and in Under the Red Hood, they're going to say he becomes the Joker because he's so angry at Batman.
Well, that could be like, it's kind of like that's one logical evolution path, is that he keeps snapping and realising how angry Batman makes him and just decides, you know what, the Joker had a good idea of killing the Batman or breaking the Batman.
I'm going to do that. Or the more logical ones will probably have Robin die outright, and that'll be his hang up cape and kill moment.
Yeah. And
that leads into, say, the kind of Dark Knight Returns storyline that they're going for Batman vs Superman.
Yeah. It does seem like Batman is coming back from retirement, having watched Superman level a city. And I'd come out of ass-whooping retirement to whoop some ass again if you level my fucking city.
Because like I said in previous episodes, Batman is happy in his retirement. He's done his job. He cannot continue. He's coming out of retirement because he needs someone to keep Superman in check, and that person is him. He will trust no one else to do it because as far as he's aware, he's the only superhero out there. He doesn't know about Superman's the only other one, and everyone's just giving him what he wants. He's killing people or has killed people,
and no one has held him accountable because when you think about it, he killed like 4 million people maybe, and then or he was involved in the death of 4 million people. But saved a couple billion, so people were just kind of like weighing it out and going, we'll just give him the pass. Yeah,
but Batman, I think Batman's taking it for the viewpoint is that power cannot go unchecked. He needs someone to rail him in, and if that person has to be me, fair enough.
So yeah, that's still 4 million dead people. Someone needs to answer for that, please.
Yeah. I will, even though I think even Batman understands he stands no chance against him, but he's thinking, right, fuck it, I need to do something about this. Even if I beat him, but I get in a few words to him, job done.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does in The Dark Knight Returns, which is kind of where they're basing this whole Batman vs Superman fight from. He beats him and he says, I want you to remember this moment, Clark. And he's like punching him in the jaw with the powered, the kryptonite powered batsuit. He's punching the jaw saying, I want you to remember this, Clark. In your darkest moments, in your weakest moments, I want you to remember the one man who beat you. And he's got him by the neck at this point.
Yeah.
And you're sort of thinking, I hope they incorporate that into the movie. That'd be fucking badass.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just wants to basically set him straight. Because he knows he has no chance of beating him.
Yeah. But if he gets a few good kicks in, it'll be alright. Yeah. So yeah, cautiously optimistic. That's my kind of rating for this. It is looking very good.
Yeah, I think I'm as much as I really want to see the film. I'm going to take it with a grain of salt because Zack Snyder's films are good, but they tend to deviate from the comics quite heavily. Because Watchmen, the way they ended Watchmen is nowhere near how it ended in the comics. But they couldn't. There's no way in hell they could have done the comic book ending now because that involves a giant space squid coming at the 5th dimension.
Yeah, and that's referred to as the unfilmable comic. So
yeah, and they done it, and it was a fantastic movie. So if anyone can do a Batman vs Superman movie, it's Zack Snyder.
Well, the other biggest geek news of the year is that Game of Thrones season 6 trailer, again unfilmable, again deviating from the source material, again still pretty damn good if you don't mind me saying so.
I was quite a fan of the trailer, but at the same time, I don't like them bringing back Jon Snow so quickly.
You think they should build for it?
I think they should build for it. I think they should have his body, and I think they should end the season 6 with what's her name, the Red Lady, Vagina Demon Birth Baby.
Oh shit! I'm about to lose a lot of geek credit.
Fuck, I can't remember whoever she is. The Red Lady, is it Melisandre?
Melisandre.
If they end season 6 with her having Jon Snow's body, then the King Baratheon, or the would-be King Baratheon, just go, resurrect him, I need him, he is, then they cut to black. That's how they end the season. But if they're going to do it with, Jon Snow...
An entire season of just being cock-teased.
I think that's how they do it, because in the books, Jon Snow hasn't been resurrected yet. They've just kind of hinting to it. I think if they keep hinting to it for a while, it kind of gives people a chance to reflect and say, oh, we killed Jon Snow. He was quite a good guy. Fuck, why did we kill him?
Nobody at the wall is going to reflect on that.
Yeah, well, Sam will.
Sam's in the Maester's school. He's away. He's doing his own thing. He's going to be the Maester for the wall after.
The Targaryen.
Yeah, Master Aemon fell, and then they just decided to send him away.
Fuck it, let's kill Jon Snow now.
He'll hear about it. He'll get all the way to the Maester's citadel and hear about it and go, oh shit. And maybe turn around and then probably come back just in time for Jon to be brought back to life. But at the same time, I'm fine with it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to be involved in his resurrection. Probably Melisandre because she's pulled someone back from the grave before. Yeah.
Either that or it's going to be that Thoros of Myr who brought back that warrior a couple of times.
Another Red Priest. Thoros of Myr.
But he is involved in resurrecting another character that goes horribly wrong. But I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a character called Lady Stoneheart.
She's not in the books. She's not in the TV show.
She's not in the TV show. Oh.
That's part of a lot of people freaking out, is the fact that there's missing an entire character who is apparently so important to the later plot of the books.
She's badass as well. She's levels. Who were the people that started the Red Wedding? They killed
the
Rob's...
Not the Boltons. Oh shit. It was...
The Freys?
The Freys, yeah.
Yeah.
Walder Frey.
Well, she kills every single Frey. And like, in the kind of castle where they died, like Robb Stark and all that died, she just sticks them to the wall with pikes.
Normally I consider that to be a spoiler, but I'm now looking forward to that chapter in the book.
Oh, it's pretty good, man. Like, I haven't read the books, and then someone told me about this. Like, I need to fucking read the Lady Stoneheart. Sounds fucking badass.
Yeah, book 1's down. Book 2 is about halfway through. I don't read fast. I haven't read a damn thing other than Internet Guide for Fallout 4. That's about it. That's all I've read. That's the last thing I read. That's the last thing I read in a while. I'll be honest. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I want to see what happens. Although I'm much more interested in other characters in that series, like. what the hell is Tyrion doing? He's now running another city for someone else with his, as soon as someone finds out that he's in there, the Lannisters are going to lose their shit and do something.
As soon as they figure out that he went to Daenerys, they're just going to freak the hell out.
Yeah.
Although that was the best, like my favourite scene in season 5. They kind of sit down and talk between Daenerys and Tyrion. That was a perfect scene. Like the kind of tension, the eloquence and the wit behind each word was pretty good.
It's just kind of, my favourite line was, I've killed more Lannisters than anyone alive. You want me on your side? What do you think? They go, yeah, I'm just saying I've killed more Lannisters.
Out loud.
I win. People come and get me. I win. You want me on your side? I'm a good kind of good luck icon almost. So yeah, Game of Thrones news coming back. Season 6 is looking pretty good based on that trailer, but it's way too focused on 2 characters.
Yeah, and then it was always going to happen. That Game of Thrones case seems like it's been made up as it goes along, especially by George R. R. Martin. Because when he was writing the books, he had a solid idea, but then he decided, I'll kill them for shock value. Fuck what I do now.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not too excited about Bran coming back. Bran and Hodor.
His character was the worst character in the entire season.
Yeah, it's the characters you don't give a shit about, but you know it's going to pay off in the end in some big, massive part of the plot. And you're like, can we please just get to that point already so I can pretend to care about these characters?
Just like, oh, cool, they're still alive. Forward.
Can we just... I wouldn't say I'd forward through their scenes, but I will just kind of go, can we get done with this now, please? I get it, they're children on an adventure with a monster that can't really talk properly, doesn't have a functioning brain. Can we please hurry this along a little bit so I can get back to the cool stuff happening down south?
Yeah, I have no interest in Hodor, Bran, or whoever the hell else is with him.
He has another one, he has one of those half-wildling children, and he's the wildling woman.
Yeah.
She's there as well. That's all I remember.
There's so many subplots in Game of Thrones that I really don't care about. Like, is Cersei dead now? I can't.
Nope.
Oh, she just got shamed.
Shame.
The worst part of that scene is when the little kid just like hacks a loogie right in her face. She's like, it's a big greener right in her eye. She's like, oh man.
I laughed my ass off at that scene, and we're going to just assume that everyone's seen it or who wants to see it.
If you listen to this podcast, you've pretty much seen it. We're taking it for as read that you've seen it.
But yeah, it's the fact that the first thing that she yelled is cunt. That guy was not fucking around. That guy was there like, I'm going to yell cunt at the queen, and no one's going to stop me because she's being shamed. Awesome. And he just decided, there's a queen walking by, I'm going to yell cunt at the top of my voice, and I'm going to get away with it. And it was fucking hilarious. And after that, the entire city just erupts into just beating the shit out of Cersei as she walks by. I laughed my ass off at that. I don't know why.
I thought it was very funny, but at the same point, the greener right in the eye was a bit too far.
Alright. It's a weird line to draw.
Yeah, it's a weird line. Like, she was getting shamed, like dragged out in the middle of the street butt naked with her head in that shaved, but the greener in the eye was a bit too far.
Yeah, strange.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I can't believe I'm saying that's the only big thing because we totally forgot about the VGAs.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Video Game Awards happened, 3rd December. As promised, we made some predictions. And I think we got a fair number of them wrong. But
yeah, I think I got one right, and that was Mario Maker winning Best Family Game, which they did.
I'd love to talk about it, but my iPod just shut down for no fucking reason.
Awesome.
We'll be back right after this quick technical... And we're back with a list of the Video Game Awards.
Thank fuck you, Havoc, because I could not find it.
Right, I just went to a website that kept crashing on me and destroying my iPod, so I've then screen kind of capped it and then started viewing it in the photo.
Awesome.
So, the big controversy, for some reason, is that The Witcher 3 beat Fallout 4. Not surprising for me.
No, I agree with you there. The Witcher 3 was far more polished and finished. Fallout 4 was kind of rushed.
It's weird that it got on the award, like it got out on the last day when we needed to be considered, which was weird, but at the same time, I have been playing Fallout 4 a lot and think it is lacking some polish, definitely. Yeah. Whereas The Witcher 3 has been out for a couple months, it's had time for it to have its failings, have them be patched, and have the kind of full, final, finished release of the game working out in the public for a while. A lot of people are a lot more happy with its story, a lot of people just enjoy the voice acting more. Fallout 4 has very strange moments that don't really make it the best. Like, I can see something beating this game easily. Even though I've never played The Witcher 3, I don't know if The Witcher 3 beats it. But Fallout 4 has little quirks and problems that mean I can see something beating this quite easily.
I agree with you there. Fallout has got its little glitches and its weird things, and just some parts of the game I wouldn't really say were that great. Like the settlement building, that is a pain in the dick.
Yeah, I am not enjoying that.
Nice.
I do it because I have to.
Yeah, that if there was a way around it, you didn't have to build settlements. I'll completely and utterly leave it.
Yeah, and there is a way around it. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
Although I will say that sometimes it really doesn't matter. Sometimes I'll be playing Fallout and I'll be sitting there and you get random quests from different members of the Minutemen faction. So you'll be told to go and save people. You'll be told to go defend settlements and whatever. I have spent ages working on the Abernathy farm. That bitch is still getting kidnapped. I'm fucking annoyed. I've saved her 4 times in the last 2 hours of gameplay, and before that I saved her 3 times in the last hour. So it's not really improving that much. And I just got really pissed off at having to keep going and finding this woman halfway down a hellhole held by super mutants. And it's that she's now getting kidnapped in the same place. It's just she's a random kidnappable NPC, so I have to go and deal with her shit again. So I've spent time putting turrets there. There's plenty of walls. I've now just walled off the entire area. If anyone gets in, I'm not getting her anymore. Fucking fed up with her. So yeah, stuff like that. The fact that I can keep respawning the same quest to go and find the same person in the same location, that doesn't really say much about the game's quality, but it does annoy the hell out of me that I can go and do that same thing 6 different times. So Developer of the Year goes to CG Projekt Red because they made The Witcher.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Makes sense. Best indie game, Rocket League. Not a big surprise.
Yeah, it's a really good game, really, really fun game. So
gets a lot of traction online, very popular.
I mean, I think that might be the quickest game to become an esport.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it was out for maybe 4 or 5 months and bam, esport recognised by many, many different
leagues and groups and stuff
groups,
like that. Yeah, they got in and they're pretty quick. Best mobile and handheld game, Lara Croft Go. Can't speak to that. We don't do much mobile gaming.
Nah,
you're a DS man, but I don't at all. Best narrative, Her Story. It's that indie game that gets a lot of wanking off, so it's probably good. Best art direction, Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm about to start playing that. I have it for the Xbox One. I got it as part of a bundle deal. So once I've kind of purged myself of all the need to play Fallout, I'm going to go play that because it does look very good. And as far as art direction goes, yeah, beautiful. Having seen gameplay footage of it and stills of it, you could just screenshot this and just frame it as art. I'd say art direction.
I'll give it a look. Yeah. What's it? Ori in the Blind Forest.
Ori in the Blind Forest. Online, it's a weird one because it was originally built as an indie game, but then it got backing by Ubisoft.
Ah, right.
So it kind of lost its indie cred, but was still a really good game. Best score and soundtrack, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Yeah, I'll give it that. It had a really good soundtrack. I mean, I don't know if you could really count it as an original soundtrack because it's like a Tarantino soundtrack.
Right.
That someone went around different music companies and said, "Can we use this track?" Because it's set in the 80s. It's a lot of David Bowie, T-Rex, some of your old 80s pop groups, that kind of thing. And then you've got Stephanie Houston who plays Quiet coming in and laying down her Quiet's theme. It's a pretty damn good song. It's very kind of haunting almost.
Well, good music can make a good soundtrack. Yeah. There's no reason for that to not win. Best performance, Vera Seifert for Her Story. Again, if it's a good story, it probably has a good character and a good performance will really drive that home. So tying those two together, not entirely surprising. Games for Change Award, Life is Strange.
Never heard
of that.
No, I can't comment on that at all either.
Best shooter, Splatoon.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. If it's a well-balanced, well-coordinated shooter.
It's very well balanced.
Yeah, I don't see why not if it's got good tight controls. Nothing wrong with a Nintendo game winning something.
The mechanic of using ink balances the game out quite well because you can't just freely blast everywhere. You've got to control your ammo. So you can't just show up with the Gatling gun and just spray paint everywhere. You've got to think, right, I need to get controlled bursts, then go and refill or use my sub items.
Yeah,
you need to think about it. It's not just paintball for the sake of
it. Best action adventure game, Metal Gear Solid 5.
Again, I think it deserves it.
Best RPG, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
I thought that was a hack and slash.
No, it's an RPG.
Yeah.
Definitely an RPG. There's a lot of skill progression. There's a lot of things you unlock later on in the game.
I need to pick up the Witcher games. It's always one of my.
Don't bother with one apparently.
Yeah.
One is it's one of those teething problem games where a developer or a studio had a great idea, and it was like, we'll do this thing, and it didn't quite work.
Yeah.
Especially since they tried to push it onto both console and PC. We then have best fighting game. Congratulations, Dom. We called this one Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, it's understandable. They always NetherRealm are always really, really good with DLC. They always make really good games with outstanding netcode, which means that online is flawless. Particularly on the Xbox One though. The PS4 one tends to kind of chug a little cement every so often. But yeah, it's a pretty good game, all around good experience. The DLC that's coming out soon is just really, really fun. You've got Leatherface, you've got a Xenomorph, you've got a new character called Triborg, who is Cyrax, I think Cyrax, Sector, and Cyborg Smoke all merged into one robot, and there's one other character that I can't remember.
I do remember seeing a really big guy. Really big fat guy.
That's Leatherface.
No. Like another...
Like, Boraicho. Boraicho, the Master of the Drunken Fist.
Right.
And he's in it, and to be honest, I still need to pick up Mortal Kombat. I think I might wait till the Game of the Year edition comes out, so I can get all the DLC packs as well, but I'm definitely interested in this game, because it had a really good story mode. It wasn't that long, but it's still a pretty good story mode, where you got a kind of taste of all the different characters. And the online, like I've said before, is pretty good, so I'll pick it up at some point when the Game of the Year edition comes out.
Best family game was Super Mario Maker.
Called that.
Yep, you did call that one, very well done.
Yep.
Best sports and racing game was Rocket League. So for it to win the indie game and the sports game, pretty impressive, yeah. Best multiplayer, Splatoon.
Yep.
Yeah, again, if it's all to do with the balance and the coordination and skill and all.
Yeah. Just how much fun the game is, because I've wasted like 3 hours just playing match after match after match of that game. It's really, really fun. Really, really addictive as well. One
of the most dubious categories that exists right now. The most anticipated game, No Man's Sky. I'd say the hype for that is pretty huge, and I'll be honest, it's at the point where it's so much hyped up,
you don't
know if it's only really fuck it up. Yeah.
I think I need to look into No Man's Sky, because I can't remember a damn thing about it.
Basically, randomly generated worlds. You go and visit them. You go and find them and find what resources they have.
Yeah.
Everyone starts from the outside of the galaxy and is trying to work themselves to the centre.
Alright.
I see this as being kind of like a mix of Eve and Spore. Not entirely hyped up. I'm not interested in it that much.
Couldn't really care less about that, to be honest. If that is how it was going to go, I think the most hyped game for me would probably be something like Horizon.
Which one's that?
Horizon, to me, it kind of looks like Destiny, but in a primal setting. You play a kind of huntress.
Is Horizon the one with the robot dinosaurs?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, that looks just really good to me. It looks like Tomb Raider mixed with Guardians, Taken.
Right.
Destiny, the Taken King. I'm fucking mixing them all today. Never try and do a podcast after you've had paracetamol and cough medicine.
Or do and have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, because I am mixing up my words, something chronic today.
Yeah, so esports player of the year stuff we really don't care about was Kenny S. Shrub.
I have no idea.
No idea who that is. Esports team of the year, Optic Gaming.
Yeah, I've heard they're quite vocal with their stuff. They're sponsored by Monster, and Monster's fucking everywhere nowadays.
Yeah. Esports game of the year, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Very good. That's the one again. They pick it for balance and kind of tight controls.
Yeah, I suppose League of Legends would have won that if it was more balanced, because League of Legends is kind of like a seesaw. There's like all the good characters and there's your favourite character up here.
MOBA games are just rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
When it comes to an esports game, you want something that shows the skill of the player. A kind of not quite limited, but kind of stripped down version of a shooter like Counter-Strike Go is perfect for that. So Counter-Strike Go winning esports of the year makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Trending gamer was Greg Miller.
Yeah, he's kind of blown up now. He's getting back in it. He kind of disappeared for a while, he kind of receded, then IGN picked him up.
And yeah.
And then he does his own podcast with people like Troy Baker and Nolan North. They drop in occasionally. I mean, he had Kevin Conroy on not too long ago, who's the voice of Batman.
Yeah.
So the guy's pulling some strings.
Yeah, apparently a nice guy. So,
yeah.
You know. Trending gamer was one of those ones, I think we call PewDiePie for that one. We'd be surprised if it wasn't him.
Yeah, I'm glad it isn't PewDiePie, if I'm honest.
Yeah, Greg Miller running that. Yeah, okay. I didn't really have a horse in that race though, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I threw money at it for no reason. And best fan creation was Portal Stories by Mel. I don't even know what the hell that is.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Portal doesn't need a story, you just need to do fun little puzzles.
Yeah, but that was the results basically of the VGAs if you missed it. And not a lot I can argue with. A lot of people, again, surprised by Fallout 4, but as I said, it kind of lacked polish and has weird little quirks that mean that I can see something beating it. And if The Witcher 3 beats it, I haven't played The Witcher 3, not surprised by it beating Fallout 4. Because something had to. The weird thing that came out of it though was that Metal Gear Solid 5 won a lot of awards, but Hideo Kojima wasn't there.
I remember reading about this. Konami banned him from the VGAs.
Yes, and what was his name? Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley was hosting, and kind of took the issue and said, "Look, here it is on plain simple paper." He was not allowed to come. Konami, a lawyer representing Konami, told Kojima, "You cannot go and attend these awards," which is a dick move.
Yeah, that is a hell of a dick move. First, take away his property, then ban him from receiving an award for that property. That's pretty cunty. That's a cunty move.
Yeah, it's in there. I mean, they can do it. He's still contracted to them until the end of the year. But frankly, if Kojima just starts, setting off fireworks on December or on January 1st, 2016, just spelling out "fuck you, Konami."
Yeah, just fuck Konami.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
They're putting him through some amount of shit, and I can only imagine that he's going to get snapped up by some other Japanese company really, really quickly.
Apparently he does want to stay in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why wouldn't he? I mean, he's probably got family and friends there.
Yeah.
But if he wants to stay in Tokyo, develop for another company, I assume there's going to be more than one company willing to just take him on and say, here you go, do your thing, print money for us, please. Although, do you know who did pick up his award?
Who?
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland.
When Jack Bauer goes and picks up your award, that's a pretty fucking badass award to win.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I just realised that he's also Jack Bauer and Big Boss. That's a pretty impressive. Like, if you could only have 2 awards in your like IMDb list, having Big Boss and Jack Bauer, pretty fucking good.
If you're unaware of the Metal Gear Solid franchise, Kiefer Sutherland was currently voicing Snake.
Yeah.
Big Boss. And
doing a hell of a good job doing it.
Yeah, he said he'd go in and pick up the award, and I was like, oh shit, Kiefer Sutherland actually showed up to these things. Like, if they played a video clip of Kiefer Sutherland like accepting the award earlier, and it was like, oh, it really means a lot to us, it's a shame I can't be there, I'm working on a movie. I wouldn't be surprised, but the fact that he showed up in person to take the award was like, oh damn, that's kind of cool. So I did enjoy when CD Projekt Red won for Best Developer. The reaction of the guy who won. I think he literally jumped out of his chair and was like, yes!
Fuck yeah.
It's great to see that the awards garner the enthusiasm worthy of jumping out of your chair in front of a live streaming audience. Apparently streamed on Twitch and YouTube, and haven't looked at it. Like, people have been capturing the video from the live stream and posting it up online as like kind of secondary content. Pretty damn impressive. Like, the quality of what's there looks amazing. Like, this was a production. Someone spent a lot of time on this. Don't know if you ever sat and watched the Oscars recently.
No, I've never watched the Oscar.
Yeah, they're boring. It's a fucking.
It seems like a big ego show. It's like, oh, I want to thank the Academy, I want to thank myself, I want to thank my parents. Who gives a fuck? Take your award and go sit down.
Yeah. But they just had a really good production, very modern. I think it's something you could wrap up pretty quick. Like, you could be an hour-long show. Yeah. And you could rattle through all the awards. But yeah, again, people were very happy with Jeff Keighley hosting it. He seems to be just equipping himself very well within the gaming community. He actually hosted the Rainbow Six Siege event for the launch of Rainbow Six Siege. They said, do you want to come and do this thing? And it was quite funny that from Rooster Teeth they had Funhouse versus Achievement Hunter, which is their 2 kind of big production teams that play games. Everyone else is either live action or animation, so these are the kind of gamers, and they decided to have a kind of match against each other. And he was not ready for just the fact that these guys make a living by being random and really funny for funny for just kind of dumb jokes. Yeah. And he was not ready for that. To the point where he was surprised when a member of the Funhouse team stepped in to do the congratulations speech for Achievement Hunter because they won, because he was wearing an Achievement Hunter t-shirt. He forgot it was going on, wore an Achievement Hunter t-shirt, and decided to just kind of give the kind of, yeah, we did really good and we played real well, good tactical communication between our teammates. He did that speech that, someone from Achievement Hunter should have gave, despite playing on the other team the whole time. I fucking wet myself. I found it funny. Yeah. Jeff Keighley just looked at it and went, oh shit. I was not expecting this.
I was ill prepared for this second.
But he's making a damn good name for himself. Getting quite a lot of respect, and well earned, really.
I've heard him do quite a few of these hosting jobs. If there's ever a live event for something, Jeff Keighley is near the top of the list for these things.
As long as it's not Joel McHale anymore, because as much as I love him, as much as I'm sad to see the Super go, dude does not belong doing video game awards. Do you think that the kind of award show format deserves? I mean, we just said we hate the Oscars, but then just kind of waxed lyrical about video gaming, having the same ideas almost. Just kind of running the same program and saying, these games are great, let's all just chat and, analyse them.
Yeah, I think the reason why the Oscars are so boring is because it's an ego thing. People are always going, we worked so hard on this, but then when it comes to video games, they're like, holy shit, you guys like this game, we will continue making more good games. Yeah. I think it's just the subject matter of both. Because movies, everyone likes a good movie, and everyone can get very artsy and philosophical about a movie, but ultimately you're just shining one man's ego. Because if you're saying, and the Oscar for Best Actor goes to fucking, I know it'll never happen, but Leonardo DiCaprio, he'll finally get his Oscar.
Harsh, mate. Fucking harsh.
He'll get one. He's getting raped by a fucking bear in this next movie.
I saw that fucking headline. It was brilliant.
I thought it was clickbait, but no, it was not clickbait. He gets raped by a fucking bear. What's it called? It's like...
No, the
movie that he's in, that he's getting raped by a bear, it's like...
I think we're going to have to cut the...
Glass.
The Revenant. Hugh Glass is his character. He's not being raped at all.
Ah, right.
That was a clickbait title, and the clickbait was more to do with the fact that someone reported this. Like a very well regarded movie kind of blog reported that the scene contained bear rape. And it was debunked on Philip DeFranco's show. He went and found out that the original report was exactly, oh my god, he gets raped by a bear. And at which point a Fox movie executive had to release the press statement saying, actually the bear is female. What you're seeing, just a weird out of context shot. The bear isn't thrusting on him. No, it's not bear rape. What? Are you serious?
You strange internet people.
Yeah, so...
Well, he starts to cut a bear open, eat the guts out of the bear, and wear the bear's like in a skin.
Oh no, it's going to be an intense shoot, but there's
Yeah.
no fucking bear rape in the movie. Like, it's just really funny to see that title get flashed around. The kind of Leonardo DiCaprio movie contains bear rape. What? Excuse
See,
me?
whatever way you take that, it either involves Leonardo DiCaprio raping a bear or a bear raping Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'd love to be in the room when the guy from Fox realised that he had to release the press statement saying, no, there is no bear rape in this fucking movie. Please leave.
Dear potential viewers, nobody's getting raped
By a bear. But yeah, it was just a really funny title that came across through like various mediums, and somebody said, yeah, can someone please quickly debunk this because it's nonsense. But somebody took some screenshots out of context or like a quick GIF, and it does look like there's a bear thrusting on him, but I've seen the trailer for it, and it's just him being mauled by a bear, which is part of the plot line, and also apparently the bear is a female bear protecting her cubs during that scene, so it's probably not bear rape.
Yeah.
So probably not bear rape is now the episode title.
Probably not bear rape. That sounds like a product that we should release.
Probably not bear rape at the VGAs.
Yeah.
Episode title sorted. Yeah, so that's really weird. So,
Yep.
Speaking of weird, let's do Japan versus Florida.
Moving from bear rape to Japan versus Florida. Colin, I'll let you bring Florida's.
I'm not so confident in this one, so I'm happy to go first because I'm really hoping that you would just totally wipe me off.
Oh, my one's dumb as fuck.
You're going to wipe me off the planet. That's fine with that one. A Florida man electrocuted his dad so that he could inherit money from the will. Yep, that's just wrong. Florida man.
Dad, I need money for a car. No, you can get my money during the inheritance. You want to take a shower while holding this toaster, Dad?
So John Knudsen on November 26th.
That's a redneck as fuck name.
Dude's redneck as fuck.
My name is John Knudsen. I want to praise.
Has been charged with aggravated assault, attempted, class 1 murder, like preempted murder, and abusing a person of 65 or older, which is a separate charge. And then basically was having an argument with his dad around Thanksgiving, and learned that he was going to be taken from the will as soon as he could get in contact with the lawyer because he's unemployed, and basically the inheritance was going to all go to a younger brother. He then decided to tase his dad and in hope of just killing him. I'm trying to find out what the hell he used. Basically just walked into his dad's bedroom on Thanksgiving morning and electrocuted him with 2 wires. So Knudsen has been charged with the relevant thing we mentioned earlier, and basically just total cunt.
Yeah, it's a pretty cunty move.
Yeah, so
Again, a lot of cunty moves in this show.
Yeah, and the weird thing is, right, it all basically comes into, like, they had an argument about him being taken from the will, so he decides to murder his dad before the kind of will can be processed and modified, which takes a couple of days. But, like, seriously, someone's going to notice 2 electrical burns. Like, it's not CSI shit here. Like, it's just somebody's going to look and go, he has 2 wires and there's a smell of smoke in the room. Dickbag. So, John
Knudsen.
Knudsen.
Burnt flesh and he's got 2 clear burns on his arm.
Yeah, I totally. But basically, he assaulted. He tased, and then I think he tried to beat his dad when he realised it wasn't working, and then just didn't pan out really. Electrocuting your dad for the will. What's your story? I really hope you beat that because that can't win.
Well, my one's just very, very dumb. A local businessman was arrested on Monday under suspicion of aiming a laser pen at a US aircraft.
That's a thing that happens, by the way. That's a serious crime over here as well.
Yeah, this Japanese man, Katsuru Hiraoka, 56-year-old manager of a video-related company, was arrested on suspicion of beaming 3 green rays at a helicopter 4 times carrying 4 US Marines near a US Marine Corps air station. Futenma was the name of the air station? Yeah, so he was arrested for sending a laser pen in a helicopter.
Yeah, that happens over here. I mean, I know it happens a lot during... We saw really good footage of it during the protests in Egypt during the Arab summer, or the Arab Spring a couple of years ago. And people, because the green pen, the frequency, it just travels a lot further.
Yeah.
You can properly blind someone with the green laser pen. So you'd have like 10 people focusing on a helicopter with the green laser pens, and just nailing pilots in the eye in hopes of either getting them to... Well, you want them to fly away, but there's a chance you might crash it.
Yeah, you might blind them.
So it basically just comes down to a massive charge. So, wow, arrested for it.
Yeah, he was accused of the allegation, then later admitted it, and he's being held
In the local police station, getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah. So some random 56-year-old man from Okinawa is now getting the shit kicked out of him by a bunch of US Marines.
So yeah, would you prefer to electrocute your dad or try and kill US Marines on Japanese soil?
Yeah.
Let us know at Gibberpish, and we'll
shoot us an email or gibberpish@outlook.com. Let us know what you prefer. A 56-year-old man getting the living shit kicked out of him by a bunch of hairy-ass Marines, or
tasing an 81-year-old to try and gain his inheritance.
Both of these are pretty cunty.
I do. It seems like your guy did it as a laugh. My guy was like, I'm just gonna go full dick bag on this one.
How funny would it be if you're sitting next to these mates, he's had a few drinks, he's like, here, I'm gonna shine this laser pen in that guy's face, and he's gonna crash. It could be fucking epic.
Because don't worry about it, I'll get my phone, but you're not gonna date me. Isn't it?
Shite bag. Oh fuck, he's went and done it. Oh, wait, that helicopter's kind of dipping a wee bit. Oh, it's crashing. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the room when a US helicopter crashes in Japan.
Yeah.
Just fucking leave as soon as possible.
I'm not being processed over this shit.
Yeah. So Japan versus America, done. Sports. I almost forgot, despite wearing a Carolina top again. It's a very comfortable top. I like wearing it.
I'll take your word for it. I have no idea. I thought it was just like a generic NFL top. Like, you know how you buy generic rugby tops, you just have Canterbury or something on it?
Alright.
I thought that was just like a logo or something, but that is the Carolina
the
Panthers.
Two very large Panthers on each arm don't tell you it's the Carolina Panthers.
Well, I know now, but...
You thought it was a kitty, didn't you? Kitty!
The Carolina Small Cats.
Yeah, we're rolling on to 12-0 now with a win over the New Orleans Saints, so I'll be damned if that's not impressive. Although I watched the highlights. I saw the score last night just because I just kept refreshing the Facebook page every hour or so and saw that we'd won, and then sat and watched the highlights this morning. Fucking glad I didn't watch that game because we won. We did not win well. We were tying, we were losing for I'd say 90% of the match. We went into, it started off within the first quarter, they had 2 touchdowns, we had nothing. 14-0. And it kind of kept rolling on from there. Just kind of, we'd gain points back. We gained 2 quick touchdowns in the second quarter, but then it became kind of, they get a touchdown, we get a touchdown, they get a touchdown, we get a touchdown, and there was just a little slight difference. They even converted one of our kicks. Fucking, this is a massive problem in the NFL right now. Kicking rules have changed. They've moved kicking ranges back 10 yards. So when you think about it, it doesn't seem like much, but previously you'd just be kicking and you'd be able to lob it over both lines. Now, because the lines are because you're further back, you have to get a more kind of direct angle, so you can't kick as high, or you risk the ball dropping kind of short almost. So you find that a lot of kickers having problems right now in just nailing the ball between the uprights, because there's a lot of really tall guys in the defensive line who just jump straight up. And like what happened to us, New Orleans Saints guy got his hand on the ball, hit the ball perfectly. It ended up landing pretty much in the hands of one of his runners, and that guy just went for it. Hell of a run, good play, total luck, and making the best of a bad situation. But damn it, like that was so close.
Yeah.
I was getting really, really worried watching the game. I'm glad I didn't watch it live because I'd have been absolutely drinking my face off.
Down in that bottle of bourbon.
It was bad. I really, even watching it, knowing the final score was pretty intense. Like, you know, there's a lot of things in there that are starting to kind of worry me. Getting worried about. There's not many injuries in the Carolina team, which is rare right now. There are a lot of people racking up a lot of injuries. I mean, there was an Indianapolis Colts and Steelers game, and they were talking about just like there's 10 people from each squad removed from play because of injuries before the start of the match, because it's that mid to late part of the season. We're now 12 games in out of 16. Injuries are starting to rack up because the physical intensity of American football, holy crap, it's starting to show. Because that Pittsburgh versus Indianapolis game was not great. There's a lot of poor coordination. It's teams that don't play together very often. You can tell it's because of injuries as well.
Yeah. I suppose that was the kind of thing that, in kind of likening that to rugby, when we had all the guys going away to the Rugby World Cup, we had a team, especially in the Glasgow Warriors. I don't think we won a single game when the rest of the Glasgow squad were away for the World Cup. I don't think we won a single game. Or if we did, it was by the tiniest of margins. We were fielding a team that had not played together. We were fielding a team that was very inexperienced. We were essentially fielding a B squad, which didn't really do us any favour. We were still grinding out the occasional win.
Yeah.
We were just such an unpolished, unready team.
Yeah, but I'm looking at this thinking, well, that's us in. We're now in. We're the NFC South champions. South, yeah, we're South, because the East is a lot of New York teams. And that's us in for the NFC Championship. So it becomes, will we rest our guys, rest our big hitters, because there's some people who need rest to get ready for the big playoff games, and let some of our younger stars do, give them a chance for next season now that we've kind of got the win in the bag. Our closest competitors, Atlanta, I think, had a loss, so that's a dub definitely, and nobody can catch us. Just rest up. We've got 4 games, a month worth of gameplay. Ease up, play some easy games or get some training games in, and just see what comes out at the end of it, and then just come at the post-season games with everything we've got, which is what I'd do. Although it's a weird thing in the NFL where some people value a 16-0 record as much as the Super Bowl. It's weird. It happened with the Patriots last year, or not last year, like a couple of years ago. They were, I think Bill Belichick put out a statement saying, I was much more interested in winning a Super Bowl than going 16-0 in the main season, because I think he went like 15-1 a couple of years ago, and fans were pissed. Like,
I suppose all fans want to see their team like absolutely demolishing every other team. So a 15-0 record, or sorry, a 16-0 record would have been that kind of like, fuck it, our team is invincible. Like next Super Bowl, we're just going to annihilate people.
Well, that's the thing is, there's no guarantee of quality between seasons with the NFL because of the way their drafting works, where you pick the new players coming into the league. It's just, there's no guarantee of, well, we won last year, we should win this year. Right now, Scottish football is just being hammered by Celtic.
Yeah.
I checked in recently with English football, the Premier League. Fuck me, that's went sideways. The whole thing, like Arsenal getting the shit kicked in, Man City and Man United not doing well. Leicester City are apparently top of the league right now.
Leicester City.
Chelsea are in the bottom half of the bottom table.
Fucking Chelsea. Chelsea are usually dominating that league table. Chelsea are, for those who don't know, are a fucking fantastic football team regularly. They must have just had a shitty draft season, or they must have had people leaving.
It's a massive, like, all the talent that kind of really captivated me as a fan of Chelsea a couple of years back left and just didn't want to be part of the team anymore, or got better offers from bigger teams. And I mean, this was a case of, it was a London team that got bought by a Russian billionaire, was given all the money and a superstar coach, and told, there you go, play games, win the trophies, I don't care. And they won a lot. They were really good to watch, really fun. And then something has just went horribly wrong. What's weird is that the superstar coach, Jose Mourinho, left and then came back. And it's him in charge right now. And they're still at the fucking lower end of the table.
Didn't he get asked to leave a game at some point? He was in the stands, and then security said, no, you need to leave, you cannot be here.
Yeah, he mouths off to referees a lot. Very passionate about the game. Like, tell referees where they can go shove parts of themselves. Yeah.
He's a very good coach as well, so I think they might just need to take it with a grain of salt. It's like, okay, Jose, just...
Oh, he's a great manager.
Yeah,
really
fantastic manager.
Knows his shit, and then suddenly doesn't know his shit.
Yeah, and suddenly just kind of goes, don't fucking know.
Yeah. And we're talking about a guy here who's obviously multi-million salary.
Yeah.
Talking money, son. But yeah, he isn't even saving the team right now. But yeah, the Scottish leagues are dominated by Celtic right now. Yeah. They have no rivals. There's nothing
Rangers
like that
in the park.
Oh, they're not even in the fucking same league, because they're still
like
fighting
division.
through. Yeah, they're still fighting through this penalty they've been handed. But the NFL has nothing like that. There's no guarantee of like building a legacy of, like, here we are with 10 years of Super Bowl wins. The fact that the Patriots are so dominant right now is an anomaly that doesn't quite make sense. So
that's why I kind of prefer rugby, because there's that guarantee of quality. Because we don't sign up for one season. Right. We sign teams up for, or we sign players up in teams for 3 seasons. Like Finn Russell, who's the kind of superstar 10 for Scotland Rugby and Glasgow Warriors, signed a 3-year contract. Same with the current captain of the Glasgow Warriors, Johnny Gray, who's a fantastic forward, very, very physical player. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't help the fact that he's 6'2", and when he offloads the ball, he just like hand over the player's head and passes it off to the guy behind him.
Yeah.
Very, very good rugby player. Another 3-year deal, and he's just been given the captaincy. So we kind of give people incentives to stick with them, and because people love playing with Glasgow, I mean, there's a waiting list of people waiting to try out for Glasgow. One of the players that I used to play with at Falkirk is on that waiting list, but because he broke his leg and then had to get surgery on that leg, he's still on the waiting list, but he's playing through at Air Rugby, which is a kind of seeding team for Glasgow Warriors.
Right.
So he'll be kind of sitting with them, maybe playing a few games for Ayr, but if he's not playing for Ayr, he'll be playing for another team, Stirling County, who are like one of the best teams in this part of Scotland.
Stirling are pretty damn intense.
Stirling County ones, we trained with them one night, like Falkirk ones and second, Falkirk first and seconds trained with Stirling County first and seconds. Like the team that I play for, the Falkirk seconds, weren't even on the same level as their seconds.
Right.
We barely beat their thirds, which just shows how fucking quality this team is, and they pay every single one of their players.
They have
First,
three
second,
teams
third.
of full players.
Yeah, first, second, and third all get paid. Obviously, if you're in the first team, you're getting paid more. Second team, you're still getting some. Third team, you're kind of just getting boot money, like to keep up, like money to buy tape,
Yeah.
like new boots, new socks, all that kind of crap. But you're still getting paid to play rugby.
That's the thing though, is that the NFL has that. They do see teams, they pick the best through the draft system. People are tied to multi-year contracts. No issue with that whatsoever. And just, it somehow means that there's a lack of consistency. I think it's because the high rate of players going out through injury, mixed with new people coming in through the draft system, which is where you basically pick through the best college teams and stuff. You can end up picking players, but it's on a random lottery. So, and the way they bias it is that the lowest ranking teams get first pick to help even it out.
Alright, I suppose that is fair enough.
Yeah, it's all about evening out the odds, basically. And if you can find a superstar player, I mean, it doesn't mean that the first player that gets picked in every year is going to be the best.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee of it. I mean, you've got so many different positions to fill. How do you know who to pick first? And that's part of the manager's job. But I was watching it, and watching the Carolina game, thinking, I think we have a genuine shot this year. We're definitely going to play it all the way through. I don't know how far we're going to get. I really want to see us take it to the Super Bowl, just because I'd love to show up at a pub, watch Super Bowl in my Carolina jersey.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Although, given when the Super Bowl shows, you'd be there at like 4 in the morning with a Super Bowl shirt, just kind of, I'm still drinking, guys.
I'm still drinking, I'm really cold, but I'm loving it. That's what I did last year. It was awesome, yeah. Can't remember what shirt I wore. I think I might be wearing this again, but I'd love to be there for a Carolina game in a Carolina jersey, enjoying the atmosphere.
There's one thing I do quite love when you're sitting in a pub or something wearing, you see, like happens quite a lot in Scotland obviously, if you're wearing like a Glasgow Warriors jersey or you're wearing a Scotland rugby top and you're just sitting with a bunch of people wearing the exact same clothes, just shouting at the TV, like kind of bigging up your own team, there's no better feeling than that. Yeah. Especially when you've got a few whiskies down.
Well, the best thing is that Scotland is so neutral with the American football because it's not our game.
Yeah.
We watch it and we have fun with it, but it's not our game. And actually, fun enough, somebody clocked me walking out of a store because I was getting headphones sorted, and I was going in to get it sorted. Somebody was like, NFL jersey, how you doing? Was up, and he was wearing a New York Giants cap.
Yeah.
And I was like, we wish each other, we're not playing each other, so I say, a good game, good luck tonight. And either his hat or me, one of us is pretty unlucky because they lost last night on a return on a failed field goal. Again, the kicking rule comes in and fucks another team. And it just happens to be the guy that I wish good luck to. So, I just don't ask me to support your team, you'll be fine. Carolina, though, seem pretty immune to it right now.
That happened just on the failed kicks that happened in the Edinburgh Ulster game that I was watching on Saturday morning. I was sitting watching it with my dad, and because of the high winds down in Belfast at the time, kicking was just non-existent. Yet every time the number 10 for Edinburgh got the ball, he was trying his fucking hardest to kick the ball out. Yeah. And at one point he kicked it and it spun back at him. The Ulster boy caught the ball and just looked at the 10 as he was running away going, this is going out of the line. I'm just going to try because you fucked up. And he just kind of looked at him and touched the ball on the try line and just walked back. I was like, you fucking knew that. You knew that was going to happen. Like, there's no way you could have seen how windy it was and thought, I trust my kicking ability. I'm going to kick this straight out and go for the line out.
Your only chance with kicking in any game like that is a grubber. Just hammer it along the ground and hope that it bounces right.
Yeah, they did try a few grubbers, but every time Ulster were just on it all the time. Like, every time the ball came anywhere near it, their scrum half Pinar, who was Australian, just every time the ball came anywhere near him, it was just up before they could even get a chance to pick it up. Yeah,
because a grubber is a good way of delaying play, but if somebody's ready and can anticipate bounces and read where the ball's going roughly, you got no chance.
Yeah. It's always funny watching someone trying to grab the kick mid grubber, so the ball's bouncing along, they're chasing it along and trying to grab it at that point. whoever's behind them is just waiting for the bounce to like step the player that's chasing it and go around.
Oh, that's what you're hoping for, is that just kind of delay of play where somebody can't anticipate the ball and it's just bouncing along on the ground, and then it's just, we don't know what to do anymore, we're screwed, and then your guys instantly, as soon as that guy gets the ball hammered, just stop play completely dead, reorganise your teams and just set up again. Although, to be fair, if that's the worst weather in the UK right now, I'll be damned.
Yeah, we're getting hit with a pretty fucking strenuous hurricane then.
Yeah, Hurricane Desmond is hitting to south.
Although in Scotland, everyone's just going to call it Hurricane Ballbag Mark III.
Yeah. We didn't do so bad, although somebody was looking at the Forth Road Bridge, which is a massive construction just outside of our own town. It's a couple miles down the road.
Yeah, there's like Bowness and there's Queen's Ferry and the Forth Road Bridge is just run about there.
Yeah, and it's fucked, funnily enough.
Massive crack in one of the girders.
2 centimetre wide on one of the supporting struts for the entire bridge.
Yep.
And there's 8 of these going across the entire bridge, and if it had gone, the entire bridge would have sunk about 6 to 8 inches or something like that. So, fucked, and closed for maintenance reasons until the new year.
Yeah, that's because they want to get it fixed, but no one's going to go out and touch it until then.
No, they're probably going to try and fix it. It's probably due to manufacturing a new strut and getting all the logistics in place to put a bridge on hold and then just lift it up a little bit, replace the strut, put it back down on the strut. I imagine that's part of it. The companies involved must be shitting themselves.
Then again, they must be looking forward to a pretty tidy payoff at the end of it.
Oh yeah, the emergency pay on this one will be beautiful.
Yeah, the hazard pay on that bit will be quite good as well.
Yeah,
although if anyone that's fixing that strut is just going to look down at the massive body of water in front of them, just like, get it fixed, get it fixed, get it fixed.
Yeah, the Forth Road Bridge sits at least 100 feet off the Firth of Forth, which is a river leading out to the ocean. And it's huge. I've walked over it a couple times, and it's massive, and I would not like to be suspended from that by a rope.
Oh, fuck that.
No, good luck to people trying to fix it, but it is really funny. This bridge isn't huge. Like, there's bigger bridges, I'm damn sure of that. But this is just, it's such a busy bridge. It's definitely the most busy in Scotland, but because of this bridge being down, every other bridge is now taking the weight, so it's just kind of being spread across the entirety of Scotland. People are diverting traffic. I know in our work, the management, there's a few members come from Fife, they all just took the train. No, it's not worth it, and they said the train was heaving. Yeah, absolutely filled the around people.
I've noticed that because I get the Dunblane train home, people going out that way, like I'm jumping on at say Edinburgh Park, the amount of people that have got on it to go home is just astronomical.
Yeah, you do not want to be trying to travel in Scotland, but I'm glad that I'm off for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've still got college to go to. But what's even worse is I have to pay £11.20 to get out to Edinburgh Park.
Yeah.
For 2 hours to then come back home.
Yeah, that's not exactly cost effective.
No, but then again, I usually use it to go and get some Christmas shopping done. Because, well, that's the thing. People want presents.
Yeah, people do want presents. Yeah. We sorted Christmas early in my house.
I should have, but I fucking did not have the foresight.
I'm saying people in my house already have their gifts.
Really?
Yeah, we decided to get my dad a new Xbox One. He's a big gamer. Yeah. Very good. Holy crap. I did watch my brother Stephen wipe the floor on Call of Duty.
Yeah, you sent me a message about this. It was like a
46 to 3 kill death ratio at the end of a game. 38 kills in a row without being touched.
That is scary.
Fucking terrifying. Me and my brother Michael were watching it, and we're sitting like looking over at each other, kind of back and forth, like, I don't know what to do. He just keeps killing people. This is really uncomfortable now. Like,
he's unfucking stoppable.
Funny enough, he actually got a game with a Twitch streamer called Mr. Sark, who you may know from Machinima back in the day.
Mr. Sark?
Yeah, Mr. Sark, part of the old Respawn team that they had.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the guy went solo. After the collapse, or Respawn basically collapsed a little bit, and after some of the major talent left, because it's a personality driven idea, and then just imploded. Like, it literally just disappeared. It's now been shuttered and destroyed by the Machinima group. And the old guard are now kind of either independent streamers or YouTubers working with different services, just still making content, doing what they love. And he was streaming, and my brother got in the game. And was like panicking the whole time, like he had genuine stage fright. He's like, I like Call of Duty, I'm pretty good at it, but I was really, really worried because other people could see my score at the end of the game. Like, there's like hundreds of people watching. He got really panicky and just had to play at his best. Did really well.
Is that was the match we got the 46 to 3 kill?
No. This was another match. Like, this was the night before that really like massacre.
Yeah.
And it actually inspired me to jump on and play the new Black Ops. It is pretty good. The movement on it's pretty good.
I just have no interest in Call of Duty games anymore, man. Like,
Me neither.
Modern Warfare 2 is where I leave it.
Yeah, I don't have that much interest, but at the same time, when it's good, you got to acknowledge that it's pretty damn good.
Apparently, it's online is stellar.
Yeah, I had a good time. I had no lag issues or no latency, but yeah, just watching my brother just massacre people was funny as hell. But we got my dad an Xbox One set up downstairs. I did that in like 5 minutes, and then spent the next 4 hours swearing at a goddamn chair. Literally talking like one of those things where everything's going really, really well, and you get to one point and you're fucked. Like 4 hours just swearing at a screw. That was my entire. I think it was like last Monday was just what I did.
Yeah.
Just sitting swearing at screws. Started drinking during the middle of building a chair. That's never good. Did work out okay though. The chair is
as long as you can sit in the chair without having to move certain pieces, like the armrest isn't where the back of the chair should be.
Yeah.
Fine, fine.
I did test it. I did really have to go. I really hope this works because I'm going to sit down in it, and if it's fucked, I'm going to fall down and really hurt myself. And just kind of ease yourself into the chair, and then just start putting weight on the chair and hoping that it works. So if you're ever asked to build anything, definitely test it out yourself first. Building a lot of furniture actually. Building tables, building chairs.
Yeah, I had to demolish a table recently.
Oh.
Yeah,
With a hammer?
Yeah, with a hammer. I smashed the little chair.
Yeah!
But Mum and Dad, they got rid of their old PC. They took the old PC away, but then we were dismantling the table. Then realised it was heavily, heavily rotten.
Alright.
So I went, so what are we doing with it? He went, well, my dad handed me a hammer, so take it back and fucking smash it. Sweet. I just started smashing the crap out of this thing. And then I had to go to, I think I had a game, so I'm just like breaking this thing down. And Grant comes in, it's like, right, you ready to go? I'm like, oh shit, there's a rugby game. So I go upstairs and get my kit bag ready. I played the best game of rugby ever. It was just like in that kind of zen space. I'm like, I'm gonna hit more things. I've had a good morning of just hitting things.
Yeah, cathartic destruction is pretty good.
I also had to explain, like, this is something that you can weigh in on as well, because it's something I know we both do. We find the gym is kind of therapeutic.
Yeah.
Right. I had to explain that to someone in my college class. They went, "Oh, I hate going to the gym. Like, when you're just lifting weights, it's so painful and stuff." It's like I find it like therapeutic. If you get a good system going, a good set of reps going, you're just like one, and you've got your music going. It kind of puts you in this like, kind of space. And at the end of it, when you know you've worked out your best, you kind of come out in this zen space, this zen headspace. You're like, no, I just come out pissed off and sore. I'm like, oh, you're doing it wrong. You're completely not really doing it wrong.
I come out sore, but happy as hell.
Yeah, I come out with I come out happy, just in a really good space. I know I've built my body a bit. I'm feeling a bit better.
I had 2 really weird experiences at the gym actually. I'm trying out new headphones. As I got the other ones replaced, but I went and got myself the same brand and the same kind of like line, like the kind of product, the Double X from JVC. Yeah. Damn good. Really like them, but I wanted to test them out. I was like, I want to test them out with weird stuff to see how it deals with like high vocals, low bass. You know, just play around with it, see what it does really well with, and end up putting on Will Smith.
Okay.
Got jiggy with it all over the cardio machines. Will Smith, by the way, fantastic cardio workout. Cannot fault a damn beat on the thing. And yeah, that was just really weird being like, I haven't listened to Will Smith. I used to have it on in the lab when we had music playing just as a joke. Just kind of like, well, nobody's going to argue with me for swearing because it's Will Smith, the most clean rapper you've ever heard. And also it's just really funny to have a Men in Black track playing in the background. Yeah, really good.
Actually, also Men in Black. You know they're making a Men in Black 4?
Oh, for fuck's sake! It wasn't funny anymore.
Will Smith is signed on. Oh, they're trying to get Will Smith to sign on, but Tommy Lee Jones will not touch it.
Because Tommy Lee Jones wants a career.
Yeah, he's a very good actor. Like, classically trained, can speak multiple languages, can sing in Japanese.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd pay good money to see that.
I can't remember. One of my friends showed me the video, and it's all these. It's a kind of like Band-Aid type thing. A bunch of Japanese singers clubbing together, making this single.
Oh, it would have been for the tsunami, right?
Yeah, and just a bunch of
the Fukushima nuclear reactor.
Yeah, then all these people are singing. Then it gets to Tommy Lee Jones singing perfectly in Japanese. I'm like, motherfucker, is there anything you cannot do?
Slow clap of approval.
Dude, nothing you can do. Yeah, but they're not getting Tommy Lee Jones to sign on for it at all. Will Smith is a struggle because obviously he's now in DC's pocket. Right. If Suicide Squad takes off, he's going to be back to do something else. Yeah,
that's strange. I mean, if you can't get those two, what's the point in Men in Black movies? I mean, no, there's no reason actually. Now that I think about it, fuck it.
Just leave it.
Don't do it.
Men in Black 3 was shite. Men in Black 1 and 2 were good. Just leave it at 1 and 2.
Leave it with the weird roach guy who gave me nightmares.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. The skin suit dude. Yeah, that was fucking weird.
Yeah, that was weird. I was not ready for that at a young age. But yeah, the other weird story was that I nearly crushed myself.
You nearly crushed yourself.
Yeah, I've been working on the leg press a lot.
Yeah.
Now I was up at 320 kilos, which is about £700.
Yeah, that is like quadruple. That's almost triple my body weight.
Yeah, when you start thinking about how much that is, you stop thinking about it because it's kind of scary. And it was really good fun, and I was having a lot of laugh with it. Pushed myself to 330, didn't have an issue. Pushed myself to 340, and I don't know what happened. I was doing the reps, got myself up to 5 and thought, I need to stop, need to rest the machine, need to rest the legs a little bit. And there's a little guard on the leg press machine that kind of, you flip it over, and it's like an arm that pops up and down into position, and you basically can rest the weights on like a higher position till it, so it's like a natural, like you start at this position.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, you can collapse the arm down so that you can pull the weights down further onto your body so that you're moving more of the leg. It's just an extension, yeah. You're pushing more of the leg. The switch didn't go back when I was like struggling to put the 340 down. Tried to flip the thing, it wouldn't move. And I tried this for like 5-10 seconds, but then eventually the legs just stopped being there.
Yeah.
And the legs just start pushing back and back and back, and at the end of it, I had my knees up to about my ears. Was not ready for that, I'll be honest, but it was okay, it was fine, it was gradual, it was slow, I was still in control, but it was like, I'm watching my knees get closer and closer to my face, and thinking, when does this stop? Please? Please, no, now. And it just stopped eventually, because there's another, like, guard position, but it's like the full extension, and, like, the panel of where where you push against to move the weights is, like, inches from my face. I'm like, holy crap, that was too much. So, I now have a goal, and I know what I can't do.
You can't do.
I need to go do it now.
Yeah, you need to go beat 340.
So yeah.
Although I can add an extra 15 kilograms onto my deadlift. I was at 145.
Right.
Now I boosted that up to 160. Because I know what I done last time. It's what kind of led to me having to go back into physio for my shoulder, because I dislocated my shoulder playing rugby.
Right.
And it's been a kind of slow, gradual build back up into it. But then I thought, right, I've had no complaints with my shoulder. I'm going to go back into the gym. I'm going to do my deadlifts. I'm going to get back into the swing of things. And I was sitting doing like I always start at 120 because I can do that comfortably. I know I can do that for maybe 6-7 like sets. Then I build up to say 140. Then I go 145, then 160. I used to be able to do 180 version on 200, but now I just can't do that because I've not been in the gym anymore. So yeah, went straight into 180 one day. Fucking shoulder slipped out of the socket, and since then I've been like, fuck that. I need to start slow.
Ease it up.
Yeah. So now I'm back up to 160, and I'm going to stay at 160 for maybe another couple of weeks. Then I'm going to build up to 180 again.
Right.
But it's just trying to get it slowly back into the swing thing, because I used to be, obviously I've put in a bit of weight now because like there's not a lot of fitness goes on in a Falkirk. It's all just skill based stuff. They assume that you're doing fitness out with your rugby training,
but you're busy with college.
Yeah, I'm busy with college, so I'm just like eating a burger on the train home because I don't have any time to eat when I get home because I've got other things to do there. So I've put in a bit more weight. But back when I was first training for rugby, I was a pretty decent size, of lifting some pretty decent weights. I was on about 190 bench press, and I fucking hate bench press.
Yeah.
So bench press would always be the first thing that I do just to get out of the way. But now I'm like back down to about 80 kilograms bench press. So I'm that way that I'm disappointed I'm back down there, but I'm glad because then I get a nice easy set back into it and I can build it up quicker now that I know what I can do.
I just enjoy heavy weights. So you said it's cathartic.
Yeah, it's very, very therapeutic.
Very good stress relief. I mean, if I've had a bad day, I did have a bad day at one point. Decided to go into the gym and let it out on the weights, and I hadn't done deadlifting in a while just because it's one thing that you kind of put off and you should never put off.
Yeah, always do deadlift.
Yeah, and then just was in and just started doing deadlifts and felt a lot better almost instantly. Just as you're doing it, you're like, I don't know why I put this off for so long.
Yeah,
and
I think deadlifts and just doing the alternate curls, I find that just because you get into a rhythm,
right? I
find that kind of the most therapeutic, because with deadlifts you focus on nothing else but lifting this weight, so all your other kind of like shitty little problems and stress just kind of drift away for a bit.
You get so angry at the weight, but then you lift the weight and defeat the weight, and it's great. Yeah, so yeah, I had good fun with it as well.
I think I'm just getting back into that. I always used to say when I was younger I'd never be this like jock constantly in the gym, but now that I'm older, I'm like, I want to be that jock that's constantly in the gym because, well, being a fat fuck is annoying.
Being fat fuck is annoying. I really like it. It does
like, because I'm used to being like quite skinny, because like, when I first started playing rugby I was 13 stone, pretty decent body shape, and I could, like, my stamina was up, I could run for longer, I was like, I wasn't going out of breath, but now that I've put on a bit of weight, I'm getting a bit fatter. I'm just like, I walk up the stairs and I'm like, fuck, I'm out of breath, or like my knees are starting to go. That's the biggest thing. My right knee it was bad when I was in shape, but now that I've put on more weight, it's carrying more weight, my knee's getting a bit sore.
Yeah.
I'm getting physio for the knee as well as the shoulder, so like my entire right side is just fucked.
Yeah.
They actually said I should be playing rugby, but what do they know?
I'd actually stop playing rugby if I'm honest. Seriously, I'd just give it up and be like, look, it's better for me to take a couple of seasons off because you're either going to not have me for a couple of seasons and then I come back better, or you're going to have me half-assed because I'm injured.
Barely able to walk.
And then you're not going to have me at all and I'll be gone completely.
I never go on like just without anything like to cover it. I always usually tape it up or put like a brace or something on. So I'm never like completely uncovered. But I suppose I've actually been thinking of just taking a bit out of it to kind of build myself up again.
Yeah.
Because I find when I'm on the pitch, like, I'll get given the ball and they'll just say, right, hit it up. And I'm just like hitting it up, but as slow as hell. It feels like I'm trudging through mud.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. I might take a few weeks off just to build myself up again, come back.
I'd say a season. I generally just say, look, you're not going to get it in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Just completely cancel it and then come back stronger and better.
Mm.
Speaking of which, I think it's time we cancelled it and came back stronger and better.
Yeah. Because we've rambled. Sports Corner took a
long
turn.
Big turn, yeah.
Yeah. What we thought was going to be just a segment tagged on at the end has became about 30 minutes.
Yeah. So I think we'll come back next week with another episode. I was looking for something to just kind of say what we were looking forward to, but I looked at Twitter and all I see angry atheist tweets because angry atheists are actually quite funny on Twitter. So I'm just going to leave it.
I suppose I should mention to everybody that I am now on Twitter itself, so if you're following at Gibberpish on Twitter, jump over to at Dom-Anderson25 and give me the old follow.
Yeah, I feel quite good that I jump on social media and grab the name that no one wants. No one wants Iron Lord the Map, but I'm still going to take it.
Oh, there's a few thousand Dom Andersons, but I got Dom Anderson 25 specifically, just because, well, 25 is the only number that no one really likes.
I seen a really funny thing someone did. It's not like one of those things where it's like, oh, some random social media experiment. Just a friend of a friend grabbed everyone with their name on Facebook and said hi into a chat, just to see what happened.
Okay.
Nothing. Turns out no one wants to talk to someone with the same name as them. Even if there's 15 of them in the same chat. Nobody wants to talk to themselves.
There's not that many Dom Andersons except the one famous one that's the bassist for Muse. Not that many Dom Andersons.
Oh shit, speaking of musicians, the guy from Velvet Revolver died. Did you see this one? No?
No. I'm trying to think who he is, and I apologise because it's probably something that I should know about because Velvet Revolver were a pretty decent band. Yeah, on other musicians that sadly passed away. Do you hear that Phil Taylor from Motorhead passed away?
The drummer.
Yeah, Filthy Phil Taylor passed away. I was fucking raging when I heard that. I was like, oh, Motorhead are touring soon. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, Scott Weiland. That's who it is.
Scott Weiland.
Of Stone Temple Pirates. Stone Temple Pilots.
Stone Temple Pirates will be our cover band of Stone Temple Pilots.
And Velvet Revolver. He's the guy who did Slither.
Ah, right.
Passed away in his tour bus at the age of 48 while touring with his new band.
Fucking hell. 48?
Yeah.
That's far too young.
Yeah. Not happy to see that. So not for any particular love of Velvet Revolver. Not that big
Just
a
the fact
fan.
that a 48-year-old man has passed away.
Yeah. Kind of like...
Far too early.
Shit. So that's a shame, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
we'll leave it. We'll come back stronger.
Yeah, we'll come back stronger next week. With
Something Daft Punk, Kanye West song.
Fucking Kanye West prick. Oh, do you see the photo of him that he looked like? It was a photo of him wearing like a cloak or something, and someone captioned it underneath like, "Why the fuck is Kanye West wearing level 1 questing gear?" That just hit me. I was like, I hit the giggle, something chronic there. I was like, yes, that makes sense because he's wearing like what you'd associate with an adventurer or a bard. He's wearing like a cloak, a green waistcoat, and a red kind of cord shirt and shorts. He looked like a hobbit.
Dude gives no fucks.
Yeah, he clearly... I mean, his daughter's called Northwest.
Yeah, and he has some other kid that he's going to name. Is naming children child abuse? I think
calling them Northwest is child abuse.
We might find out in the next couple of weeks, but until then, I've been Colin Graham.
I've been Dom Anderson.
We've been talking Gibberpish.
Yes, we have.